Welcome to the CatchMark Community Local Musician Spotlight. I'm your host, Amy Youngman, and each episode we bring you stories, inspirations, and journeys of the amazing local musicians shaping our community. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Karen and Eric Smith. They are from the local Smiths, local to the White Lake area. They are singers and guitar player. We're going to dive into their musical journey, influences, and what keeps them both creative on and off stage. So let's get started. So I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves and tell a little bit about, yourself as an individual person or as your group together.
Well, thanks, Amy.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to go first, Donnie?
Karen Snyder-Smith, and you are?
Set you up there.
Eric Smith.
And we met
In 1985.
85?
Yes.
Okay.
A while ago.
Yeah, in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And we were in a big hair band.
Doing the 80s rock scene.
We were,
there in
yeah.
Minneapolis. And all over.
North Dakota, South Dakota, Canada. We toured all over.
Yeah.
We started out in Meridian, and then we went to Surrender, and then our last band was White Lies, and that broke up in North Dakota.
Yeah. What a place.
In December.
Yeah, what a place to break up.
Yeah, so.
But it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a school bus.
Yep.
I bought a school bus, and we loaded all the equipment in that and toured for many years. We weren't dating at the time. And then when the last band broke up, we decided we liked each other. Yeah.
We're going to stay together. So.
Yeah. So, we got married and had 4 kids and moved. Well, we had the 2 kids when we moved here. And then Eric was a choir director at the Methodist Church, and we did music there.
Yep. We've done music a lot of years.
Yeah.
We never quit music.
We did with the kids. We did, when the kids were little, we did, we'd play local churches and different things like that. And we played the art fair and different things like that. But then when they got older and everybody got involved in stuff, we just kind of took a little break so we could focus on what we needed to focus on.
Yep.
And
then when they grew up, we got more into performing around town here.
Because there's so many different venues.
Yeah.
And, and now they have Walk the Beat, which is very cool.
Yeah.
And we've participated in that every year and played the Playhouse, the opening and closing of the Playhouse and different things for the Playhouse. You have such a different, there's so many different places to play in the area. And so that's a little bit about what we've done.
Yeah.
So did either of you grow up in a musical family? How did you get into playing music, singing, that kind of thing?
Well, I always idolized the classic rock bands, and my mother sang. My dad kind of played piano a little bit, kind of flunked on it, and I was influenced by the guitar. And just started with that when I was probably 12 and really got into doing that and practicing, and it just...
He practices.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
There's always music in the house.
But so there wasn't really... there was music around my house.
What was the name of your band in high school?
Class Z. Like classy, only class
Oh.
Z. Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
But yeah, I think it's always been a part of, as long as I can remember, part of what I've done. And I love it. I love it still.
Yeah, I mean, if you're practicing every night, you must.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when I say he practices every night, he sits down and plays, and the kids grew up, hearing that, and then if we have we played the summer concert series, we were the opening, the first one, and so we just played every night.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
picked out our different songs, or and that's just what we do. We
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a part
sitting
of
out in
your
the
life.
backyard. We sit, sitting out in the backyard. We play. My mom sang. We used to sing in the car a lot, and I was in choir and madrigals in high school. And then when I went to college, I was gonna do music, and I quit college to join a rock band. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I was an
you did.
I'm an R&B. I like R&B.
Yeah.
So that's my groove.
Yeah.
A little bit more
What a
than
great two influences to come together and like create something really beautiful. I mean, I mean, if you're going to have two different genres of music, I mean, those two can really come together, I think.
Yeah.
I think all of them really, I mean, music is just so diverse and you can do so many things.
Oh, yeah.
I listen to the radio now and I don't listen to it much, but you just have, I heard country on like the, popular stations the other day. I'm like, it's all just coming together. And
So you listen,
cool.
do you listen to the radio? It's so funny because
don't
everybody has
really.
Sirius.
If
and
I'm-
I, 100.1. That's my station is our
Yeah.
band station in Muskegon that I listen to. But we also have a simple radio app where you can get stations from all over, which is really
I
cool to
like
listen
those.
to.
It's so easy to listen to kind of whatever you want nowadays. Or, if I have Spotify on, I just kind of let it take me to what it wants me to listen to. And that's when I favorite things. And I can listen and you find new bands or new artists.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yep.
It's so easy nowadays to do that instead of listening to the radio and listening and waiting and hearing the same 5 songs over and over.
Well, we like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we play everything.
Yeah, we do.
And we synthesize a lot of different things together into kind of our own thing.
Yeah, our songs, like we did a version of Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train and slowed it way, way down.
Yeah.
And
So you can hear the lyrics.
yeah, you can hear the lyrics.
Which are amazing.
Yeah. So we kind of take different, we'll take a song and we kind of make it our own as kind of our thing to do.
But jazz and classic rock, R&B. We've even done some rap.
We did.
Yeah.
You weren't thrilled, but yeah, we did it.
It was okay. It was
So what did you do? What was it?
Well, we just kind of played.
Yeah,
We just did it. We did it with the best we can. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
it didn't rap.
Kara's
but yeah.
really good at doing stuff like that. And
That's
so
fun.
yeah.
We did it once. We
Yeah.
did it once, and that was it.
Got to try
Said, well,
everything once,
That
right?
was it. That was good.
We did
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We also, in 97, I think it was, we did a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can find them occasionally at Goodwill with our younger faces on them. It's pretty funny.
I am
Yeah,
going to be
we're
on
in
the
Goodwill
lookout.
bin.
So
the
and that was
Goodwill
all.
bin.
Yeah. In the Goodwill bin, all original music that we used to play and that we've written and used to play around. So different songs.
Do you still do original, or do you do mostly covers that you kind of change up?
Yeah, covers that
Covers,
we change up.
yeah.
We don't do.
Yep.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
haven't done. I mean, you're right, but
Mm-hmm. So you're still writing then?
I have lyrics all over the place.
Yeah, and
Napkins, like
yeah,
Yeah.
I think we just kind of enjoy just doing our thing, and we know
Yeah.
doing other people's music, but in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our litmus is we'll get a song, and if, because he can play anything, he's just that good.
Yeah.
And we'll,
Well, thank you.
It's all that practice.
yeah. So, and then we'll bend it or twist it a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
But it usually comes together pretty quickly.
yeah, that's our litmus is if we first take and it's
Sounds
like,
good.
yeah,
We're
that's
good.
it. We move on with it.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and that's we 9 times out of 10, we're pretty good if we pick new music.
Yeah.
So,
on that, are there any challenges you face when you do that? I mean, you said you kind of know or don't essentially, so that's not a big challenge. But when you're putting something together, if you have a vision, like, okay, I really want to do this song and it just isn't coming together, what are those challenges that come around that?
I don't think we really know. I mean, there's songs that we like that just don't work for us.
And we just drop it.
We just drop it.
You just kind of know.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
just
we've
know.
been married. How long have we've been married? I was going to ask you how long we've been married. We've been married
Coming up on 35
years. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
You can just
and
feel
played
it.
before that. So
Yeah.
we've been together for a minute musically,
Yeah.
so we know.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes it a little easier. I would say probably, and you know what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. And if, it needs to be softer, it needs to be softer, needs energy. We're good communicators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not a big, depending on the venue that we're going to play.
Yeah.
If you're going to be playing Sawyer's or the Book Nook, some of the music's a little different, but we
try to have a variety. We try not to play the same set.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the next time we play at a place.
Yeah.
And
Change it up a little
we
bit.
Yeah.
change it up.
And our stuff's from like the 40s on up to current. So
Yeah.
we throw in new, occasionally we'll throw in an original.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
So Eric, Karen was saying that you just kind of pick up the guitar and you can kind of play anything.
Yes.
How do you think you learn to do that? Do you just have that ear, that intuition of music? Do you not know?
Well, to age myself, we had many years ago, we didn't have instruction on how to, you couldn't go to YouTube
Yeah.
and have a teacher say, do this chord, and play it like this, or, use this finger on this fret, so on and so forth. You were forced to figure it out
Yeah.
by ear. You would take your album and play a little snippet from that song and then stop it, and then you'd figure out
Yeah.
how to play it by
Yeah.
hearing it. And I think that was a very good teacher, having to do it yourself.
Yeah. You kind of taught your brain to do that.
Yeah. And now if I hear something, I can think about it in my mind. That's a G chord, that's a C chord, that's a D chord, and then figure out the nuances from that.
Yeah.
So it's just something that I've done for so long.
It took hard work, and it took work to do it. It just didn't it doesn't just pop in. It's like
But
when
it
we were
still does.
when we were on the road though, because it really we had cassette, because everybody had cassette players, and the guys would pop cassettes in
Yeah.
and pick up tunes. And if we wanted to add a new tune when we were on the road, that's what we did.
yeah.
You'd pop it in. You're scribbling, lyrics, and they're replaying it back and back and back and back and back.
But I don't want to make it sound like it's still not a lot of work,
Oh yeah, it
because
definitely
it
is.
is maintaining that skill.
Mm-hmm.
And when we work together, I mean, we're refining the songs.
Yeah.
But you can just tell what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After
You,
the
in
first-
the very beginning.
First one.
yeah.
And then we take that and refine it and work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So outside of music, what do you guys like to do? What are your hobbies? Do you travel? Do you stay put? What do you kind of do outside of when you're not playing?
We walk.
We walk.
We walk our dog,
We love
Edgar.
it. We love to walk around town.
Walk around town, hit the trails, hit
Yep.
Clear Springs, cross country ski, beach. I mean, how
Yeah.
can you not here? That's
Yep.
that's just a given. And our kids are spread across, so we visit them.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to travel a little bit more.
Yeah, this year that's the big
Yeah.
thing. And yeah, I read like a banshee. That's my thing. But yeah, and music in the house. It's
Yeah.
also a hobby.
Yeah, it
It's-
is.
I mean, it's something we do for fun, but it's also a hobby for us.
Yes.
Yeah. So with that, the local music scene, do you guys,
Yeah.
when you're not playing, do you guys go out and do you walk to check out some of the people when they're
Yeah,
playing?
we have.
And-
Yeah, I mean, again, how can you not? There's so many different venues in the area, and you know, from the concerts at the Playhouse to you have Sawyer's, Book Nook. I'm going to forget somebody and make him angry. North Grove. Yeah, there's just so many different things.
Fetch.
Just Fetch.
Yeah.
Yep, Fetch. And then told you I was going to forget one. And yeah, you can walk. It's just
Yeah. Yeah, we
you can
live
go
in
from
a-
here to here to here, and hear three different groups, three different types of music. It's phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
just a great area for it.
Yep.
And again,
Yeah.
with Walk the Beat, how cool was that?
Yeah, it was
It's
really good. this year.
amazing that you can walk around and just hear all the different groups.
In-
We were
in
able
one
to
day
walk.
you can see
The only thing you're missing
10
is
or,
opera.
10 or 15 different groups.
Yeah.
No, that was Walk the Beat was amazing this year. It was a beautiful day, first of all,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
then just to walk around it and just hearing all the different, there's different bands, people playing singly, ukulele players, guitar. There's a saxophone. There's a big band. Like I'm like, this is amazing. Like we brought my daughter and her friend, and they loved it, and they had so much fun, kind of picking their favorites and voting. And there was people that had QR codes to request a song. And there's just so many different things you could do, and just then that one day. And then, I mean, you can go to Grand Haven and do it the same thing. But
Yeah.
I love that in our White Lake area we have it, and we had so many actual local White Lake people there.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
there was
there's
people from all
so
over
many.
Michigan.
Yeah, there's
so
so
many
many here.
talent.
Yeah, we really
Yeah.
featured,
Talent.
I think, all of them.
And then
really,
kids
I
coming
think.
from the high school
So,
with the bands,
Yeah.
the bands promote it, and then the choirs and anybody can do it.
yeah, that's. I think
Yeah.
that's the thing. When we have really good bands in this area. Our Whitehall Montague bands are great. I think they have great instructors, band leaders. The kids
Agreed.
that play are leaders in there, and watching the marching band and
Yep.
watching them play together last week was so great. I mean, this is going to air much later, but at the game, I think it's really even though we have smaller schools, it's here, and people get
It's my favorite part about fall
Yeah.
is hearing the band practice. We made our kids, they had to be in band when they were in junior high, and then they had the option to opt out when they were in high school, and everybody played in high school. So
Oh, good.
I mean, not marching band. Willow and Tita, Jewel did jazz, I think, and
Yeah,
Aiden,
he did
Aiden
jazz.
played some
Yeah.
different groups,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, it's always
But they
fun
get a
going
good
to those.
foundation,
Yep.
definitely.
Well,
Yeah.
it teaches you just so much, that teamwork, playing with other people. I mean, and it works different areas of your brain.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
other things
Yep.
too. So yeah, it's great. So do you have any memorable performances? You guys have had, I'm sure, thousands of them at this point, performances from your early band days to now together.
Some that we want to forget that were memorable, some that were really, really fun. We've had a lot that are really fun.
Yeah.
The summer concert series are always
Yeah, it's one of
really,
our favorites
really
to play
fun.
locally. Back in the day, we were in the middle of, I think we were in Minnesota, and it was hot, and they had a shrimp in the middle of Minnesota, and all the guys ate it, and I did not. And we were on stage, and we had cordless mics, and there
It
goes.
wasn't the best.
People were walking
Outcome.
off and getting sick, and you could hear it. And I was
It was a
laughing
great
my head off.
encore. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was memorable
Yeah.
for me.
I bet you
Yeah.
made the right decision not to eat that shrimp. I
Yeah.
think.
Shrimp in Minnesota,
Yeah.
In the
100
middle
degree.
of Minnesota.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's and when we closed the Playhouse, and then when we opened it, that was fun because
Yeah,
we
that
kind
was a
of
lot of fun.
we messed with lyrics. Beth Beeman's a close friend of mine. We've known him since we lived here, and yours.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
our kids grew up together, and so we messed with the lyrics on that one. So that
Yeah.
one was a hoot when they opened her back up. And,
So we did Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely?
Yeah.
And
Welcome Back.
Care did some, really tailored the lyrics to the Playhouse. And
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, and make it memorable and
Yeah.
special
That was
for
fun.
that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, we used to, back in the day when we were younger, we always used to, when we played the summer concert series, this one we played, Never Been Any Reason. We used to do as an encore when we were touring. And in the 80s, and we used to climb the stacks that were huge.
Of
Yeah.
stacks of amplifiers.
Yeah, speakers.
Oh,
yeah,
and-
that were
yeah.
big.
Mhm.
And yeah. So it was interesting. Definitely an
Yeah.
interesting life, and it still is.
It
I'm
sounds like
grateful
it.
that
You
we had
guys-
fun.
But sometimes the memorable ones are, where you have 15 people and
Mhm.
everybody's really listening and
Yeah.
Mhm.
getting into what you're doing, and you're sharing and they're sharing back, and it's just really neat. So it
Yeah, a
doesn't
little
have-
more intimate that way
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, for
littler
sure.
audience. What's the largest audience you guys think you've played for?
Who did we open for?
I can't remember. We say this all the time,
We were
but it was in Minnesota. It was
big.
yeah. It was.
There were a lot
There
of
was
people.
probably, I don't know, 5,000.
Yeah, it was
people.
big.
Yeah.
It was big. And we walked out on stage, and I swear there was only one boy. It was a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
And they all, yeah. So that was
Yes.
that was a big. I can never remember who we opened for, but
I don't know if I could do that in front of that many people.
I can sing.
Yeah,
I
you
can
just
sing. I just can't speak.
you just sing what you want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys have any advice for aspiring musicians, whether it be local or just little kids getting into it? What's your advice to kind of keep going? Kind of honing in, finding your way, because I think you guys have done that and you've done a good job. It sounds.
To get out there and do it. And I had a couple of kids come over for voice lessons, and I think we hear this all the time. Oh, I can't sing. Someone told you can't sing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can sing.
Yep.
So I think that voice plays over in your head,
Mm-hmm.
and that just if you put some power behind it, it'll come out. And it's just, I think the first time of just getting out there and letting go
Mm-hmm.
is
Rip the Band-Aid a little.
yeah. And then it's not so it doesn't hurt so bad the second time you do it, and I think you build the confidence.
Yeah.
But just to get out there and do it. But again, I think in this area with open mic nights, I mean, so many of the places have open mic nights now too,
Yeah.
that you can get out and do it.
Mhm.
And don't listen to the critics.
Yes. That's
Because
good advice.
they're out there.
Yep.
There's a plethora of them, and don't
Yeah.
listen to the critics.
Yep.
So that's my advice.
Good advice.
Yes, that was very good.
Yeah. I would say just to love it. And I've taught a lot of guitar, and do it every day. Practice every day. Whether it's, you don't have to play for hours, but if you do it every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, that becomes a part of the routine, that
Yeah.
becomes a part of your life. And you will improve, and you'll not learn to love it, but you will love that. And
You appreciate the moment when you're in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's a struggle, and it's hard, and just don't give up.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I think that's kind of for everything in life.
Yeah.
People think they can just pick something up and be good at it. Everything takes practice and
Yep.
having that, grit to kind of get through it and do it. And if you love it, you're going to do it.
For sure.
Yeah. And you can tell you guys love what you do. I mean, you wouldn't be doing it today. So you said you did singing lessons. You've done guitar. Do you guys still do that anymore? Or is that kind of the past?
If someone needs help, I'll
Yeah.
come in, and they come to the house, but we haven't done it in a minute.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah.
We haven't been. I mean, if
No,
anybody
no,
needs it, yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
we offer advice.
What's your favorite thing about doing that? The lessons that when you do them.
When I've done them, watching the confidence
Yeah.
and watching the heart feel that they can do it. That just warms my heart.
Yeah.
It's like
When they kind of have that light bulb moment a little bit. or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Sure.
yeah, and
Yep.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. It just it just fills your heart right up when you see that, when you see it in their eyes. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember in piano lessons that I kind of had that feeling at one point, and because I just never thought I could do it, and then practice at home, and then you finally have that moment, and then it's like,
yeah,
You did it.
Yeah.
I can do
Yep.
this.
yep,
Yep.
fills your heart. And
it does. And I mean, I don't know anybody that music doesn't make them happy in some way, even if it's just listening. You're not, maybe you don't have the heart to sing or play something, but it just music makes people happy.
well, it takes you to different places.
Yep.
Different songs take you to different places, different memories. They just spark something when you hear, a song. It can take you, walking to the beach or,
Yep.
so.
Yep.
that's
And
it.
creates new memories too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does
Most
for
def.
sure. So kind of looking into the future, do you guys kind of plan on continuing local gigs, kind of forever, or just till you just don't want to anymore? What's your plan, or is there a plan?
You got a game plan?
We're supposed to have one. What?
Well, we're taking a little time off. We played a lot this past summer, and we've been doing it for, I don't know, 10 years plus. We've played just about every month.
Yeah, we have.
So now until the new year, we're
Yeah.
just taking a little break
Yeah.
from it and trying to see where we're going to go with it next year. And
If you want to hear
So-
music, you can just swing by the house.
Yeah. Just
We're usually playing in the evening.
knock on the door. Can I come in?
Come on
stop
in.
on
Yeah.
by.
Yeah, come on in.
I brought my piano.
We have a piano.
We do have a
Yeah,
piano.
so and enough instruments where someone can pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that's good. You always need a break, and it's probably a good time to do it. I mean, there's still, local gigs, but the summer is probably a little more heavy on that, with
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot. But and we played, we've been playing every month over the course of the winter, and we're gonna take a little breather. So
Yeah. That's good.
yeah.
Well, out with a bang with a podcast, telling about yourselves. So, since you have no shows coming up, where could people find your music? You said you had a CD. Is that on anything to stream at all? Or is it just a CD?
No.
No.
Oh,
Just a
bummer.
CD.
We'd have to go down into
So
the
everybody-
vault and
Yeah.
Everybody's got to hit
Dust
up their
off the-
Goodwills and find it.
We have a couple at home. I'll throw one at you later.
Yeah,
We have a
all
couple
right.
at home, but I have a Facebook page. It's just Karen Snyder Smith, and when we play, I put it on there because social media is not. We're not
Yeah.
the
I
best
think
on
the
social
venues
media.
always kind of had that graphic that they put up, like
Yep.
who's playing for the week. So
Yeah.
you can go on the venues and kind of see where you guys are going to be at when
Yep.
you come out of your break
Yep.
Yeah.
next year, 2025.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to CatchMark and being on the Local Musician Spotlight.
Well, thanks for having
on
us.
Yeah,
CatchMark
thanks a lot.
Community. Stay
Thanks.
tuned. Oh, go ahead.
And thanks for highlighting the wonderful musicians in the area because there's so
Yeah, it's
many.
really
So that's
great.
awesome. Just very
Yes.
cool. I appreciate it. Didn't mean to cut you
We're
off.
very lucky in White Lake. It's amazing. Our community. I mean, it's very small, but you wouldn't know it if you went to a venue at night. I mean, there's just the crowd. There's somebody who's playing. So I think that's a great thing, and I'm happy to highlight it. And I'm very happy that you guys came. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories from our local musician scene. As always, keep supporting your local musicians. I'm Amy Yonkman. This has been the Local Musician Spotlight. See you next time.